125, 5 inch. Hundred to go. This is one of the 4-inch 100mm discs. Just boring out the centre on this one. That's a good fit. Alright, that's the last boring out the discs. I bored out the centre of all the guide plates. I've brought them out to 5/8. Now I've done the 2, 3 and 4 inch plates. 50, 75 and 100mm. This is 100mm. The 125mm won't fit in the 4-jaw chuck. So my proposal for fixing that is I've mounted a scrap block of aluminium, and I will be drilling 2 holes. Not these 2 holes, they were already there. I will be drilling 2 holes to mount the plate to, and then bore out the centre of the plates. I have to put a centre hole in here, a little bit bigger than 5/8, to take the boring bar as it goes through. So that's that's how I'll mount the 125mm plates. Now this mounting block here doesn't have to be exactly right. I just want it roughly in the correct position. I can't use these holes because the holes I'll be drilling will be on a 73mm PCD. And that was over 90. So let me just that's pretty close. Yep, that's about right. Yep, I've got it in the right place. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I will now, I've got the 5-inch plates on the milling machine. I will now drill the plates, drill 2 holes, 73 millimetres apart in the milling machine. Let's go over there. I've already drilled the first hole. You may not be able to see that. I've now got to come over 73 millimetres. I've had to pull the drill out because I can't retract this far enough. And that 73 is 2.874 inches. So I haven't got my scale on here because it broke down. That's a story in itself. It stopped, so I changed the battery. It wasn't turning on, so I changed the battery to a new one. Still wasn't turning on, so I took it off and thought, all right, I'll fix it some other way. So after a few weeks sitting here on the bench in the way, I thought, oh, I'll pull the thing apart, see if it's got a broken track or anything. So I did that, had a look, couldn't find anything wrong. Put it back together and in the process thought I better check this battery, make sure it's okay. That's the new battery. Sure enough, only getting half a volt out of that less than 1 volt out of that 3 volt battery. So stupid battery's brand new and it's dead flat. So I've got another battery out of that pack and it's a full 3 volts. Put it in, turned it on, and it works. So the scale's got to go back on, but I didn't put it back on yet. And good thing, well, not a really good thing. These plates, these scales would interfere. I would have to raise this thing up on 1, 2, 3 blocks to clear the scales. So I've left the scales off for the moment, but I've now got to do this on a dial gauge. What I say? 2.874. That looks about right. Let's have a look here. Okay, that's the 2 mounting holes. Now a centre hole, so it's 5/8, 16 mil. I've put a centre drill in, now I'm putting a 12 through because 12 is what I have on sitting around on the bench after the last job. Then I'll put an 18 through it, or countersink it, not necessarily through it. So that's the 12. Plenty of room for the boring bar. This plate must be slightly egg-shaped. Quite possible, since I machined this down to size on a mandrel off the bolt hole, and I wasn't a close fitting. It was a bolt, so it wasn't a close fitting, so it could be a little bit oval shaped, but it's no more than a couple of thou. So this is so that's pressed in place. Oh, I've got to open the garage, get my clamp. I will clamp this, and I've got to leave that on the lathe. So I'll mark these with the drill, take the plate off. Yeah. So I'll put a pick in these bolt holes, drill for an M5. So where are we? This one and that one. Alright. I will mount the plate to that backing piece. Screw it on. Leave it with me. Well, I've mounted the plate to that aluminium block. It's running pretty true. So let's take this hole out to 5/8. We're at 13.1 at the moment, so I've got to go out to 15.85 or something like that. That's it. In the lathe at the present moment is the bar, the cutter holder bar for the milling machine. I'll be putting a 6.3mm square hole in this for the tooth pulley cutter. I've already cleaned the other end up and drilled it. Now this needs to be turned down to either 5/8 for the bearing bush in the tail stand, or 20mm for the ER32 collet in the headstock spindle. I'll probably do the 5/8 at this end first. This is 25mm, so 5/8's 15.8 something. So I've got to take about 10mm off this. I have to measure up how much, about 20mm deep, I think. 25mm deep. Alright, let me set up for that. About 56 thou to go. This is the 5/8 end, 30mm long. What did I say, 56? 8 and 8 is 16, that's 28. 5, 10, 15. It's now 30. Oh, hang on. Not doing that right. Scrub that. Made a mistake. It's all right. I've got enough rod to play with. So I've corrected my adjustments. That's now made me extra cautious. Yep, that'll fit. That will not fit. It will. It's okay. Still a little bit big. Okay, we're at 6:15 looks like it. If I can read this. No, what's 6:65. Okay, 25, 35. 40, so we're on 640. Still doesn't fit, that's good. I'll do 8 there. Oh, that's a nice fit. This is the driven end of the shaft that will hold the cutter. It's got to be 20 mil. I've set this at 20, so I've got 2.64 millimeters to go. Half of that, 1.32. So one first. I'm only doing 10th hour cuts at a time. Oh, actually, 10, I can do 20. So 20th hour is half a mil cut. Yep. This will be 1 millimeter off the radius. fits on. Okay, now I've got to take it out and drill a 1/4 inch hole and make it square. I'm machining the back face of the dividing head, excuse me, trying to make it narrower. I'm currently on 9. I'm cutting 1mm deep, and I'm on the 9mm cut. So 1mm deep. I might be able to get 1 more out of it, I don't know. I've just started to touch the casting for the leg down here on the last run, so I'm a mill. Into this casting. I'll see how I go on 9mm. Alright, we just go around the circle. Alright, only just started to touch the space of legs up here. I think I can easily take another millimetre off it and go to 10mm. Alright, leave it with me. It's only just taken all this metal off to get more clearance.